Mark and I met in Hawaii while I was on spring break. I was going to school at Montana State University, and it was St. Patrick's Day. We were all hanging out. My friends and I were all hanging out in Waikiki, actually in Honolulu right there. And we kept running into Mark. I think he was following us. That's how we met.
At that time, I was in the Navy. I was actually at a sniper school for 6 months, just up the road from Waikiki Beach, which was as an amazing course. And we met. We kept in contact through letters and phone calls, and for months. And then Tammy came and visited me in Hawaii, and she never left. And then eventually got married, and then moved the family from Hawaii to Maryland. I got into the Navy. Was putting me through a cardiovascular cath lab program. It was a great school, very, very intensive. I think that's really where I started to have a reality check. I loved the work. It was incredible. It's what I had always wanted. But being a new dad, the whole different perspective came into play, where I was going to work 60 to 80 hours a week for the rest of my life. And I didn't care how much money you made. It was just our lifestyle was just, we didn't have lifestyle. I'd go to work when it was dark. My daughter was sleeping. I'd come home, it was dark. She was sleeping. And I just said, we got to find something. And that kind of began our journey in looking into home-based businesses. I was a lifer. I wanted to be in the military for the rest of my life, but we found a path that would give us the same thrill. The thrill of the military for me was the cohesion, the team building, the synergy, the friendships, and kind of being part of a greater cause. And we found that here in prepaid legal. Working prepaid legal part-time, it didn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that, putting a few hours a week in, we were seeing results. We had struggles in the beginning. I mean, this is a real business, but, I have no formal business education, no sales marketing skills or anything like that. And prepaid had that core training that allowed average people like us to just get involved and go through our journey. About 18 months into working prepaid very, very part-time, I made a decision to leave the military, which, wasn't an easy decision, but, when you look at being a dad and a husband, and you're looking at no light at the end of the tunnel, and even if income finally becomes something that's better, the difficulty is the time. 80 hours a week is not fun for anybody, regardless if you're making $1 million a year. 80 hours a week is not gonna cut it as a family. So we decided to leave the military and went full-time with prepaid legal, and we just came out of the gate running, and it was incredible. Being able to be at home, dictate your own income, create your own freedom, and that led us on our journey. Across the country, ended up here in Southern California, and we've been chipping away at creating a ridiculous lifestyle ever since.
As soon as we came to California, I knew this was home because I love the weather. I'm done with snow. I grew up in Montana, so I knew that this was the place. Just everything to do. So many different restaurants, different cuisines to enjoy. Lots of things for the kids to do. Disneyland, San Diego. There's just so much here in this little area, and definitely knew this was the place to be for us.
What we've created is just amazing. I've wanted a swimming pool since I was a little kid, and I kind of had to convince my wife of this and sell the swimming pool to her. Our swimming pool is something we created. It's more than just a pool. It's our lifestyle. 7 days a week, we're here at our kids. We're in the jacuzzi. We're watching movies in the outdoor theater. We're going down the water slide. It's just awesome. And a swimming pool is probably not as big of a deal to someone that lives in a 3 or 4 season climate. But when you're in Southern California, 10 months out of the year, you can be in your pool. And if you're from the East Coast, you can be in it 12 months a year. So we have a blast. Well, guys, just want to talk a little bit about what we did in our backyard. You know, when we purchased the house, it was just all grass, a little jacuzzi, and we went out there and just, we literally designed the ideal lifestyle for, you know, really what created freedom for us. We got our fire pit here. We roast s'mores at night. That's one of my favorite spots here. Sometimes I lay down and out here at night and just, you know, it's just pitch black with the stars. Our view is incredible. We went actually in it's about 160 feet of glass. We put in seamless glass so we would have that unobstructed view and get that panoramic. And let me show you one of my favorite little trinkets here. This is my remote control to my swimming pool, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn that water slide on. And you can see the family there playing squirt gun fights. We have those all the time. You can actually jump off up there. It's about 8.5, 9 foot. You can just jump off that cliff. It was designed that way. And oh, here comes Caitlin, the future Olympic diver here. Go ahead, babe. Good stuff. All right, guys, just want to take you in the Tiki Hut. Just have a blast here. Everything you can imagine is in this thing, from ice maker to got the refrigerator underneath here. We've got a Teflon grill, your regular traditional barbecue, but the Teflon grill is really cool. I love going to the little Japanese steakhouses where the guy cooks for you, and we actually have one of those here. I've been practicing. I'm not really that good yet, but it sure is fun. And I got the plasma television. I love coming out here. There's nothing better than at night. Things kind of cool down and just come out here, relax. I throw a Discovery Channel on or the History Channel, some of my favorite things to watch at night. And sometimes we'll throw a DVD in with the kids and just hang out here. Daddy will cook, and we'll just have an awesome time. A lot of times my daughter does her reading out here as we're on summer vacation, and we just have a blast, man. I just love the Tiki Hut. It's the ultimate gathering place.
Everywhere.
I mean, like insane travel.
One of the biggest things in network marketing is the team aspect.
There.
You know, the thing that I really like most about Prepaid Legal, outside of the product itself, is the cohesion within the company. In our organization, Team Freedom, you know, we named it Team Freedom, and it was great because we didn't come up with the name. You know, we had our organization and our leaders really decide what's the name, what are we going to call ourselves, what's our mission. And freedom stands for families realizing each and every dream through optimism and motivation. And our whole theme of everything we do on Team Freedom is all about creating freedom. You know, one of the things that has made this business so awesome and so you know, enjoyable is you've got some friends over and, you know, like-minded people, just associating with folks that are going to the same places that we want to go, and it's just fun. You know, everybody over there is making over $100,000 a year from home in prepaid legal services. So that's a nice feeling to be able to hang out with like-minded people and just share some of the same goals and really being a part of a team that you know, what our goal is to breed freedom. We want to help people create the freedom that they've always wanted in their life, and this is truly freedom. Right here, it's here we are in the middle of the week. You know, most people are still on the 405 freeway in the grind, coming home from the rat race. And we're here with family and friends, and that's what it's all about, just kind of living the lifestyle, living the dream. We just recently purchased land in the Turks and Caicos Islands in the British West Indies.
When I went out there to go see it, I didn't know what to expect because Mark just couldn't explain the beauty of the Turks and Caicos Islands. He came back and he showed me the video and he's like, oh no, this is no good. This does it no justice. You just have to come and see with your physical eyes, your own eyes. And I went there and it was breathtaking. It was so beautiful. We definitely want to build a home on that property and kind of have that as our beach home for the kids.
I think being in a business with Prepaid Legal, it's where you get to really control a lot of things. When we go to work, we know it's for us, and we know we're bringing our people with us, and we know that we're helping people earn incomes. We know we're helping other parents get home with their kids, and all doing with a company, an opportunity that's really making a difference. I'll get with Jesse on the team call, and I will, well, good job today. That training was awesome. Yeah, and it'll be real good to get that out there. All right, I'll give you a buzz. You got it. I'll talk to you in a bit. All right, bye. You know, prepaid legal services definitely creates freedom, and, you know, my definition of freedom is not just a company that can help you earn income. There's a lot of ways you can generate money in life. It's a company really that has a niche. I mean, they really have nailed down a niche market, which is really, creating equal justice under law. It's a pretty hard opportunity to fail at when you have the opportunity itself is much greater than the money that some of us are making. There's a lot of success within prepaid legal. We have tens of thousands of associates that are just having the success. But when you have the higher mission, it just creates this whole different atmosphere. And I think we're one of the only companies that is doing the great things that allows the average person a shot. And that's really what prepaid legal is creating. I mean, we're trying to really help an entire branch of the government, the justice system. And I think we're right there right now, and it's exciting. I'd do this for a lot less money, and that's really what freedom's all about.